Hello, welcome to Avenging Path 7. Today might be a shorter day. There's not as much stuff I'm thinking about talking about, but maybe we'll talk more about the game today than other nerd culture, so we'll see how that goes. As always, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you do enjoy these videos, and I'm sure I'll have some different comments that are questions I have for you to comment. So please do if you do think you have a good answer for any of those questions I have. And so let's get into this. Today is day 20 of our free to play farming guide. I've been having a ton of fun with this. I hope you are too. I do have a couple things I want to call, a couple people I want to call out and respond to. First off, CR Sonic, thank you for commenting. I know you commented on a couple videos, and I think I did reply to most of your comments, so thank you for that. One thing I do want to say is that CR Sonic, in my day 19 video, so I guess yesterday's video, he mentioned that once I get to level 60, the sim tickets are a lot easier to collect, and he is right. Once you get into ships, and I did double check this on my main account and on my second alt account because I don't work trouble with sim tickets over there. And so I was wondering why, and CR Sonic gave a perfect answer right there. Once you hit level 60, sim tickets are so much easier to collect. And the reason being, I checked for the reason. The reason being, once you get into the fleet arena, then hello, say hi to the cat. Once you get into the fleet arena, your daily rewards from that includes at least I think a minimum of 150 tickets, maybe just a little less. Um, and so you'll be having plenty then. You'll be actually be collecting them and not just using everything you have every day then. So we still have a little bit to go for that, but if you're around my level, if you're following along, or if you're below me, or just a bit past me, just know it becomes easier at level 60, which will be in 11 levels for us. So we have little bit to go, but we'll make it. Actually, I could have stayed in there. Another person I wanted to call out, El Burrito. Thank you. I noticed that you also followed along, also followed me on Twitch. So I will be streaming there soon. This Saturday, I hope to have a nice big stream. I know there's the big hurricane and the storm going on right now. I'm not very close to it, but we are expecting to have some kind of crazy weather because of it. And so we'll see if our internet stays fine, stays good, and if so, I want to have a good stream, a good long fun stream. And because of that, my birthday is Saturday, so I'm hoping to have a birthday stream. I'm not sure what game I want to play. I'm not sure what I want to do. If I want to do just talking, or probably not just talking, but maybe probably Halo. If I can get my Spider-Man game working, I might do Spider-Man for a little bit. Um, I downloaded one of the mod manager apps for Spider-Man, so that way I could play as Black Suit Spider-Man and as Shrek. So I was able to do that for a couple hours the other week, and I enjoyed it. It was funny. I liked it. But then the other day I wanted to play Spider-Man, and it wouldn't open. So I got to figure out what's going on with that and why. Ooh, unlocked Boba Fett. Nice. Why that happened. So, if I get that working, maybe I'll play Spider-Man because that's always a fun game to play. It's such a good game. I was so glad that they brought that over to PC. So because I just got Boba Fett, let's check real quick. Let's check real quick and see. He is in phase 2, so that's actually pretty good. He's obviously, I believe he was only at 4 stars, but that means that we're just over halfway there for getting him to 7 stars when we get to him. Now, because he's in phase 2, we have him at 4 stars, but we will not activate him unless we just don't need to activate him. Is he? Oh, he's just already at level 1. Perfect. So we won't even need to activate him, but we will not upgrade him or do anything with him until we get to phase 2. Let's see. I'm low on sim tickets. Let's see if any rewards gave us any. I don't think they will. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, we do get some Darth Vader shards for collecting 11 dark side characters. So we're just over halfway there for Darth Vader. So we're just over halfway there for Darth Vader. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Let's see. We will go over here to attackers only. Okay, we already got it. But we will go ahead and just sim it, save that one sim, or not sim it, just go through and attack it, save that sim ticket. Boba Fett's going to be a very good character for you. If you don't have him already, you really want to get him. If you're, depending on what you're farming right now, if you have a plan right now, if you don't have a plan for what you're doing in Galaxy of Heroes, you need to have one. If you don't want to follow the APGains farming guide, that's okay. We can talk about different things that you need to focus on. A lot of it is based on where you are in the game. Do you have a good Jedi team? Do you have a good Clone Trooper team? A good Sith team? A good Empire team? Bounty Hunters is is a very good team. Um, Boba Fett is a very good character. Now I found Jango Fett to be just amazing. I had no idea he was so good. I unlocked him, I think in the spring, maybe the summer of this year on my main account, and I was blown away with how strong he can be. Um, you want to have Jango Fett. You want to have Boba Fett because through your bounty hunters, you will get Chewbacca. The real Chewbacca, not Vandor, not Clone Wars, not 3PO and Chewie. Um, not is there a smuggler, or I think that's what Vandor is. I don't know. There's probably another Chewie out there I'm forgetting. There's a lot of copies of Chewie. Um, but the real Chewie, Chewbacca, is very good. He works very well with the real Han Solo. He works very well with the Commander Luke Skywalker team. So you want to get him. But to get him, you have to have a good bounty hunter team. And your big bounty hunters is Bosk, Boba Fett, and Jango, at least in my opinion. Your other two, just build up a good, strong bounty hunter and you'll be fine. Whether that be Zam, Orasing, Mandalorian, I always like his character. His payout with the insta kill is awesome. But you want to have a good bounty hunter team. I feel like you should be somewhat passively, somewhat actively farming your Ewoks as you go through the game. Because, for one, the Ewoks team is fun to play as. I have a ton of fun playing with them. But also, they'll get you C-3PO. Now, we'll be going through and collecting the all of these characters in the APGains farming guide. All of the Ewoks, the Jedi, the Bounty Hunters, Empire, CLS, Geos, Geonosians. Who else are we collecting throughout here? The Sith. We're collecting a good Sith team. Old Republic, and Old Republic Sith and Old Republic light side characters. That way we can get Dark Revan and Jedi Revan. We're going to get a good Clone Trooper team with the Shock T. Shock T and the Clone Troopers are something I haven't done a lot with, even on my main account. So I'm excited to see what their team is like. And we're going to make a good Separatist team with General Grievous. So these things are something that we will work on over time. It takes a long time is what I'm seeing. Hopefully we will be ready for level 85 by the time we get there. I say we're halfway there since we're at level 40. But level 40 feels like halfway, but as you get up there, the length of time it takes to get through just one level is a long time. I believe level 84 to 85 is like longer than any other stretch of time. So we have time to get there. Are there any other? I think those were all the comments. One thing I do want to say is thank you so much for supporting, watching, liking, and commenting on my videos. I know I say it almost every video. I have a ton of fun doing this. And I hope that you are enjoying it. It looks to me like you're enjoying it. I do want to say we did hit a milestone. We have hit 1.1 thousand views on the channel. So if you are a part of those views, so thank you so much for doing that. I believe I have 2 videos that have reached over 200 views, and others that are, I'm proud of what they're doing, between 30 to 50 views, 30 to 60 views. Oh, I just saw another video has hit over 100, so that's another, I'm happy about it. I'm glad. We are at 45 subscribers on the channel, and all I can say is I am proud and happy. I'm enjoying it. I think that's the big thing that I can say is I'm enjoying it. for years I have thought about doing YouTube and then feel like it's too much work. I wouldn't know what to do. I'm not entertaining. But then Logan Courageous. I've talked about him a couple times. I found out about him when APGains gave him a shout out, and I saw he started just earlier this year, just doing a daily video, playing a game that he enjoys, making a daily video. So I thought, if that's all, I mean, that's the minimum effort. A simple video once a day, playing a game you enjoy. I can do that, and I enjoy it. And I'm having fun, and I'm seeing y'all watch them and comment and like, and I want over time to get better, to find a good spot for me to be in. What kind of videos, what kind of topics. So I have grandiose ideas, but for now, this is where we're at. This is where I thought I collected that. I guess not. This is where we're going. I haven't thought of up a comment. Actually, I do have another comment to shout out. I shouted out El Burrito, I believe. But he said, I believe in day 4, I was talking, I didn't rewatch it, but I was talking something about Clone Wars. I think I asked about favorite parts of the show. And he said that the Umbara arc, by far, I think that is one of the prime examples of the Clone Wars being very mature, even for its target audience. And I need to rewatch it, but I remember that arc being just awesome. That was the one where the Jedi General Krell, I believe was his name, was sending clone units to die. I believe even having clones fight against clones unknowingly. And the clones had to rebel against him and arrest him for mistreating them. So that was an awesome arc. And I remember as a kid just thinking, man, this guy is awful. He doesn't care about them. Why wouldn't he care about the clones? I love the clones. But now, just thinking back on it, I need to rewatch it. But thinking back on it, I'm like, man, that's a lot to be putting into a kids show. That's something that you wouldn't see most kids show do, especially now. It's crazy thinking about what kids shows are focused on now versus what they did back then. They're so dumbed down. I mean, you got shows that are literally about nothing, being the top kids shows of of our time right now. And then I think of Clone Wars, Teen Titans, Young Justice. I was like, there were some awesome kids shows for us back then. If you're around my age, if you're old enough to be my parents, there were some really cool shows with G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats. Those are shows that need to live on and need to have reruns. I mean, those shows were amazing, and they're just gone now. I don't even know how to watch Thundercats anymore outside of some unpaid for sites. But I wouldn't shout those out when they could be putting the real Thundercats on a streaming service. Man, that stinks right there. I just don't have. I haven't been building up a perfect team right now. I've just been collecting the characters because I know in time the perfect team will come together. Let's see, Newt Gunray, here he is. Well, for one, if you have a way to watch the original Thundercats, go ahead and watch that. That was a great show. If you have a way to watch the Thundercats from 2010, around that time period on Cartoon Network, watch that too. It doesn't get a full run. It was canceled, but it was an awesome show. I loved that as a kid. I think we will end. I still no question. So no question for the day. Or actually, what is your favorite throwback cartoon? There we go. Throwback cartoon, whether it be back from the 80s, in the 90s, early 2000s, whenever. What's your favorite throwback cartoon that it hits all the boxes for you? It's funny, it's got great action, it's got great animation for its time, it's got great animation that stands the test of time. Whatever it is. What is your favorite throwback cartoon? Thank you for joining me for day 20. Share this video with any of your friends if they enjoy Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Even if they don't, I feel like I talk about, plenty of nerd culture enough that, they may still enjoy this channel. And over time, I might try and start making like a bit of a news segment if there's any news going on. Or I'm sure I'll be talking about the news that gets announced. I made talked about Deadpool 3 for a little bit. So please, thank you for joining me. Thank you for staying this far if you have. I've been having a ton of fun with this. I hope you are too. And I will see you tomorrow on day 21.